Got a story here from the world of Real Blog. Link in the description box. You can read it for yourself. But a son of original Snow White director says live action remake is a quote unquote disgrace. They wanted to mention Snow White's been the victim of toxic word of mouth these last few weeks. Not a single frame of it has even been shown yet. People are very angry about the changes made to the original animated classic. And there have been many, including replacing the Seven Dwarfs with magical creatures and removing Prince Charming from the story entirely. The original 1937 film was directed by a few animators, one of whom was the late David Hand. Now Hand's son, also named David, is implying that not only his father, but the late Walt Disney himself would disapprove of the remake. He had told the Telegraph that Disney and his dad would be turning in their graves if they were alive to see the new Snow White. Well, they couldn't be turning in their graves, but whatever. It basically said that there's no respect for what Disney did and what my dad did. I think Walt and he would be turning in their graves. Hand's father worked for Disney until the 1990s. All this backlash doesn't surprise me at all. What actually surprises me is that it took this long for people to wake up and notice that Disney was destroying their animated classics in favor of live-action remakes. We're already far beyond the point of no return. Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Little Lion King, and Dumbo have all been massacred by the Mouse House. Also on the horizon is Sarah Polley's Bambi and a slew of other butchered remakes. I kind of did a story about that before. Yeah, it's the thing is, what I really don't get about this is they're making all these changes and stuff. Okay, I understand that when you do a remake, when you do a redo or whatever, that you want to make some changes and stuff, because otherwise you're just remaking the same film, and odds are you're not going to be able to do it as well. Maybe you could, but I doubt it. Anyway, but it's the way that they've been talking about it. Specifically that Rachel Ziegler. She's just been trashing the movie, basically talking about it's so outdated. It's 85 years ago. And then it's talking about how Snow White isn't looking for love. She's looking to be like the next boss girl, basically, or next boss babe, or whatever. That kind of stuff. And you're like, why? It's like they talk as if they hate this movie. So it's like, why are you remaking it? I mean, I know the reason why is they think that they're updating it and improving it, but by no metric are they actually improving it. It's like even if they made a better movie, even if it wasn't like garbage movies, still, by doing a remake, you're bringing attention to the previous movie. If you hate it this much, then why even want to bring any attention to it at all? It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. I don't get it. Which basically sums up a lot of these woke crowd people. They don't make any sense because they don't move on logic. They move on feelings and stuff. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. I think Snow White's gonna bomb. Fairly well. I mean, it's hard to say. It might do okay. It might be like The Little Mermaid and make a little bit of money for them or whatever. We'll see. I don't know. I'll link this in the description box. You can read it for yourself. But thank you very much for watching and have a good one.